All right, now before we start, I really do implore you guys to check out GeoWizard's channel. Maybe drop a sub. Maybe check out one of his videos. We've watched a bunch. I'm sure you enjoy them. So I'll give him some love. I'd appreciate it. I want to do a little play-along of the diverse worlds, no moving, no panning, no zooming. I think probably the single hardest mode in GeoGuessr right now. And GeoWizard is attempting to get onto the leaderboard. I'll let him talk a little bit about that, and then we'll move on. So we'll let him play around, and then we'll play around, and our goal is basically to beat him in one round.
Everyone to the channel and to another attempt at me getting on this leaderboard, which has changed. Granis waltzed along, who is...
So this is the leaderboard. Top 5 names, subsymmetry, gold, silver, bronze, 4th, 5th. Basically, you need 24,356 points total, where 5,000 points is a perfect round, to achieve this. And let's just get out our calculator and do a quick bit of math here. So we have 2, 4, 3, 5, 6. That, of course, divided by 5. You need to average 4,871.2 per round.
Arguably the best player out there, and just casually posted a 24,604, which probably took him about 10 goes, which is only 6 points behind the record that still stands from subsymmetry. And its RC has gone up to 24,606. So they're both breathing down subsymmetry's neck, who's probably quaking in his boots. And then Topotic and Alok are down here now.
I'm good. I don't want to watch any other one that plays GeoGuessr. I kind of just like watching Tom. He's very humble and chill, and I kind of enjoy the videos. At the end of the day, I understand that it is in part about his skill and knowledge of geography, but it is also about his personality.
With, well, very good scores in their own right, and because it's all been bumped up a bit, it's got all that bit harder for me. And what that means is I've had to change my approach. Okay, I've got to just go much quicker. The first round, if it's Russia or Brazil or the tundra of Canada or some sort of Indonesia type.
Yes, Tom and I are friends. I wouldn't say best friends, but I would say besties, right? Like, is he invited to my wedding? No, because he's the groomsman. He has to run the whole thing, right? So it's like, it's hard to describe it, I guess. Sure, he hasn't gotten back to me about, you know, an invite for me to him, but like, obviously UK, COVID, he has to go across Scotland, like so many variables that we don't consider in the day-to-day life.
Thailandy, Philippines-y guess round. I've just got to start again. I mean, I can have a go, but I'm not going to be talking. It's got to be much quicker. And even in the other rounds, I can't explain my thought process in quite the same detail as I have been because of time and brain power, basically. Because to get that 4,850 point round is like 1 in 20. So it's like rolling a 20-sided dice 5 times. That's kind of roughly the level of probability we're talking here. So I need many, many goes at this for that perfect seed.
Understandable. Understandable.
Let's get a diverse world up.
So should we do it where I play around first and then we watch him to see if he beats us? Or should we do it where he plays around first and then I do it to see if I can beat him? You are saying yes, and I understand, but I'm doing an either or. So me first. Okay, just so you know, we are not playing the same maps. Just to be very clear, I'm more so just putting him up for inspiration and motivation between rounds, but we will not be playing the same maps. Does everybody get that? This is not a play-along. It's only a play-along if he gives the map code or URL. Plugging in the URL does not work, so just so you know. But we'll still go first. We'll still go first. We'll go first and we'll give it a shot on our first world. So bear in mind, this is not what he's using. I'm going to close out a Twitch chat here. So it doesn't matter what we get. The goal isn't to beat him on his own game. It's just to get one score better than him. So he'll have 5 rounds, and whatever his worst score is, my goal is to beat it 1 time. That is it. That is a low bar. That is an achievable goal, especially when we start in Guatemala. How do I know it's Guatemala? Well, obvious. This tree right here can only be found in the Americas. This road line implies North America, not South America. Now, you might be looking over here at these white walls. I was at as well. Obviously, they don't make that in Mexico. And I saw the .gt, which means Guatemala, so it's Guatemala. It also says Guatemala right there. So that kind of made it a little bit easier. Thank you so much. How'd you toast it? Whoa. Cutie doesn't own a toaster. Claro. 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 The question is, where in Guatemala are we? Now, I have been to Guatemala many a times in the game of GeoGuessr, and I oftentimes get this section right here, or maybe even this section right here. But this seems quite industrial in a way. This is very foresty. I think we're maybe more south. It does say Bienvenidos Escuela Politencia? No. I don't know what that means. It's a school for the military, for police. It looks like a police school. So obviously this should be a city, right? So either Guatemala, Guatemala. I can't even begin to attempt to pronounce any of these other ones. But these 3 city clusters makes me feel pretty good. Guatemala, Guatemala. Is there anything that has anything about police here? Or what is to our right? I'm just going to go Guatemala, Guatemala. I mean, it's not that populated, though. Maybe a little further out. A little further out of Guatemala, Guatemala. Like Antigua, Guatemala. Oh, that's antique, isn't it? So that would be like a classier, a little more custy. Huh. Let's maybe go outside of it. I'm going to go right here, maybe. No, there's a Walmart. Well, let's check. We're facing the north on this road. Yeah, I don't actually mind this too much. Maybe right here. Sure. I don't want to read too much into it. I'm going to go ahead and chill here for a moment. Let's switch over to Tom. See how he does in his first round, because maybe we can beat him already.
You would think I would have done this beforehand, but that's okay. Let's play. This also has to stay not full screen because of issues with Streamlabs. Off we go. Okay, first one. I thought it might have been are we filming? Yeah. I thought it might have been Kyrgyzstan, judging by the people, but there's no red thing there. I think it's Turkey. No red badge on the number plate. I'm going to go Turkey, and I'm going to go for Izmir.
Wow.
And that's not good enough.
What? What did I get? Oh! Yo! Wow! Wow! Yeah, not good enough, Tom. That's actually how I would have phrased it, too. Like, 43-13, sure. Like, that'll get you in the conversation, but, like, it won't get you a seat at the table.
Already,
but continue,
look,
continue.
That's what we need. 2, 4, 3, 5, 6. Mine was an admirable guess, but 4, 3, 1, 3. We've already gone over our budget of points. So, in one round, yeah, that's how hard this is. So, we'll carry on. It's Australia. Let's try it. Let's try it, mate. Yeah. Yes, please. Every time, please. Actually, that...
No, I know he restarted. So this is actually, I think, I already did beat him, though, because I got 4937. So my goal going into this was just to beat his worst score. So I've done that quite fantastically. But let's see if I can continue that.
That score every time wouldn't get us in. 4804, however, is cracking for what that was. I thought it looked Tasmanian, but then I decided not to go for Tasmania, partly because the imagery was quite good.
I rolled really lucky.
46 miles, cracking stuff.
His is definitely more impressive because I had a sign that said Guatemala. I mean, I guess I got it accurately here. I could go here and have lost, but either way, that's fine. Fuck. Okay. Close out a chat. Really focus, a little hone in here. Very arid, I would say. Quite an arid place. Looks like we are driving on the right. This double yellow line should be America. Sun seems to be quite confusingly in the east. Right? Because the direction of that shadow, which kind of is a shame. I don't know if I feel confident enough to say the sun is in the north. I really don't, actually. Because it's perpendicular, right? Like, this is south, this is north, and the sun is just shining across, which means it's very east indeed, if you just look at the compass. By the way, I've posted a few GeoGuessr videos, and people don't realize there is a compass. I'm not figuring it out. There's a compass, which is how I know we are in the south or the north or where we're facing. But I don't think I want to extrapolate anything off of that information. Well-paved road. I don't know. I mean, frankly, it could be Argentina. It could be Arizona. I am going to go with Arizona, though. I just don't think that the pavement is as... in Argentina. I don't know about these white things, though, these hashes. Maybe it's just an exit point. I really think I'm going to go Arizona, though. I feel like I've taken this ride. We are driving somewhat southwest. That is the direction we are facing. So perhaps we're on this road here, right? On the 60, going southwest. Says there should be a mountain on our right. I don't see it. So maybe we're a little further then, like here. Maybe no mountain. But that feels good. I feel like I've seen this driving towards California from Arizona. I wouldn't really go on the 60. I'd go on the 10, but let's just check in with Tom real quick.
Let's move on. Yes, I've been at this for most of the day. And I'm not in a good mood. I'm joking. Lithuania I'm going to go for because of the trees and the fields in the foreground and the shade of that house.
How frustrated must have Tom been
go for Lithuania.
To see a tree and think the country and then play with me and have to decipher what the fuck I mean when I say this tree looks like it could be a toothbrush.
Let's sort of go towards the east side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. The west side. Yes.
Wow.
It's almost as if me correcting myself then made it do well. The west side.
Okay. Yeah, actually, good point. America! Okay, what do we have here? We have another map. Look, as long as I get half his score, I'm feeling good. A1 money funny. Quite vegetarian here. Driving on the right, double white hash. Looks like orange-ish chevrons. This is throwing me for a loop. Huh. I always thought white in the middle was like bang on factual, actual EU, but now I don't know. We're not South America, I don't think, or Central. South or Central, because I don't think they have double white hashes. But I don't know. I feel like we're in... I don't know. I feel like we're in Asia. And I might regret that. Well, it can't be Japan. The chevrons are throwing me off too. It can't be Japan because we're not driving on the left. So it could be Taiwan. Where's the sun? How about that? Already set. Shame. Let's look at the shadows on the clouds. Because clouds have shadows. You can see a bunch of shadows on these clouds. Which would mean that if this cloud is sunny, perhaps the sun is under here, reflecting up. I don't know why I wouldn't hit that, though. I do think, based off the shadow here and the brightness here, the sun's over here. But that is very set. Like, that is as... That's not up. That's west. Or east, maybe, actually. So it's rising, I suppose. Maybe it's rising here. I'm going to go... It's a very nice road as well. It can't be Thailand. It could be... I don't think it's like a Singapore. I think Singapore's... This seems like it has a good amount of land. It could be South Korea. But I don't think that it is that far north. Maybe a little further south in Taiwan. I find myself in Taipei a lot. But I don't often find myself here. This road is going pretty east. And then it kind of curves. Curves north. So maybe this... I'm going to go here. I really have no clue. But let's check in with Tom.
That was a close one. 27 miles, 4883. Even better. That's brought the average up even more. This is a game of consistency so far. Pure hunch, by the way, to go in the west side. No idea. Let's carry it on. If we can get like a sign round, a signer, as I've dubbed them. 1 second. My voice had gone robotic. If we can get a signer and get a perfect score. Ooh, we're cooking. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, what's this? Yellow and black curbs. There's goddamn flags everywhere. There's so many flags. I just can't make out the colours on them. I think I can see a flag over there.
What?
That one.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
I
actually.
think it's United Arab Emirates.
No, that actually is black,
what
white,
I would have
green,
gone
red.
for anyway. What do I do? I've got to go near Dubai, haven't I? I can't be going over here. It does look slightly different, but it's night time. It's the sun's setting, isn't it?
What is this? Is that
I'm
man-made?
gonna go.
See that like sandbar?
I've got to go here. Come on. Oh man.
Yeah. Sorry, Tom. 54 miles away. Let me show you how your pro does it, you know? Let's see how an actual real GeoWizard does it. Back to you.
Man, we were further north. I thought there was something
Close.
not quite right about that.
Close. Malaysia. I should have known. The Prime Minister
it
of
didn't look
Malaysia.
very Dubai-y. Maybe it was the soil. Maybe it was the buildings. Just the general vibe. What score are we on now? 4771.
Yeah, let's check.
We're still in for a shout. And
Yeah.
this is Kenya now.
Yeah, we can definitely get there. And this is also Kenya. Maybe not, though. Double thinking that now, actually. Okay, so what's his score? Just double check. Okay, 14,458. Okay. Okay, so we can make this back. We can actually definitely clutch this up. All we need are 10 more rounds and him to fall and keel over and never be able to use a computer again. This is so weird. It feels like America if America was backwards. So it's Australia. It's just gotta be, right? Okay, so the reason I'm gonna go Australia here is actually because of this guy I watch, who is a professional lawn mowing YouTuber. Let me see if I can find his channel. This is the... No, that's the lockpicking lawyer. I'm going to see if I can find it, but this feels like I could be literally in his neck of the woods. I don't have chat, so I can't have you help me. I'm just going to try to find his channel because I actually want to show it off. I used to watch his videos all the time. Lawn tips. This guy. Yeah, I watched a bunch of lawn tips. I'm even subbed. And he just mows his lawn in Australia and does a
spring is finally on the way.
Great job of it.
A little bit overexcited about the growing season.
And this is his like, you know, this is his neck of the woods.
Just not short, so I need to buy one when I'm old.
But like, I just remembered these roofs and like this neighborhood, and it just reminds me of this a lot. So I feel like I'm in Australia. I don't know where, to be honest. It could even be New Zealand, but I do think I am here. I don't know if I'm far south like Melbourne. I think I'm probably a little further north. Only because some of the vegetation and trees. I'm not so confident about anything here, but I'm just going to go... I'm going to go the Sunshine Coast. It sounds like a nice neighborhood where they probably have some nice grass. And maybe this little neighborhood here. It seems like wide streets. All right, let's check in with Tom.
This is one of the closest I've been to getting on the leaderboard. 14,458. We need absolute perfection pretty much from now on to get on the leaderboard.
Huh.
But you never know. We're on a mountain range.
So he knows it's
I can
Kenya
afford to
because
spend a bit of time searching.
He knows
here.
it's Kenya because Kenya has these snorkels on the cars because of flooding, which I don't get because I think other places flood, but it's just in Kenya.
Yeah. And we're high up, aren't we? We're high up. We're in the mountains, you know. That's all there is to it. And we're not often in the mountains. So I'm going to search. Where are the mountains? There's some here. So we're looking out to the east and got mountains to the north. tempted just to go with my heart in some ways. There's a clear range heading over here. There's also mountains up here.
Tim, he is searching.
This is anyone's guess,
So,
to be honest.
look, maybe I won't beat
Thinking
him in
about it.
total score because I can't, but I could beat him in total rounds won. Like, I have the first round. I did better. So if I do better this round and the next round, I will beat him in 3 of the 5 rounds. It's just that I whiffed 2 in the middle.
About it. But that one's clearly going from north to south. This range is going more east to west. Any more I should know about? I've got a better feeling about this range here. But this seems like quite a main road. That's what I don't like. And it seems to be on a ridge. But okay, I'm gonna have a little search for them for an ideal place. I might as well keep searching. That kind of is going north to south, you know, in a way, that range. Okay, let me search. Bear with me and I'll speed it up.
All right, take your time, Tom.
Okay, I've found something that vaguely resembles what I want here.
Okay.
There's nothing that really truly stands out. So I'm going to go for this junction here because that road resembles that one and Kaplaba Junction.
So all we need to do is beat his score, whatever it is.
Right. Screw it. Let's go for it, shall we?
Fuck you, Tom.
I don't believe,
Don't believe it.
that.
Yeah. No, I don't believe it. I get it. Yeah.
I do not believe
No, yeah,
that.
don't believe it. Don't believe it. Yeah. For
I had-
sure. Don't believe it. That's
honestly,
unbelievable.
I had
Honestly, I had no
hardly
idea.
any
For
hope.
sure. Obviously, me neither.
I am flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted,
I
me
don't think
too.
I've ever been so flabbergasted at anything. Maybe I should have more faith in myself, but
It is
there were
surprising
so
how
many
I
other-
am not flabbergasted, but you are, Tom.
areas when I was looking around that had bigger mountains.
My guess was actually pretty fire too. Very spot on. I was probably too coastal. I just don't think of inland as being that green. I always think of it as the outback, but the outback I think starts at when it like in this where the discoloration begins. But I feel good about my guess. It's just hard to feel good when. Woo! It's like being the third Eli Manning brother. Or the Manning brother, I should say. Archie Manning or whatever the hell. What's his name? I'm the other Manning. And he is Peyton and Eli. Yeah, I'm Cooper. I'm fucking Cooper Manning. And he's Eli and Peyton.
Maybe I shouldn't have been looking at huge mountains because, to be fair, they weren't that big. They were
Bet
just
you didn't know Iron Man had a brother?
sort of
No one talks
this
about him.
kind of size, you
It's me.
know?
What's up?
You
Hey.
can see them on the map there.
Sorry, Bronze Man. What's going on?
But honestly, in the end, I'd given up and I just zoomed in. I looked for a road that was kind of in a mountainous area heading from east to west. And I found
Tin Foil
this
Man.
road that came off
Yeah,
it.
the Tin Man.
There were still things about it I didn't like in terms of where this road was heading. But then lo and behold, 4 yards away. Please say I'm still recording and that my voice isn't robotic.
I love how he's always anxious that he's not recording.
That's one of the maddest detective rounds I've ever got. Now, onto the score.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. I can still do it.
Mm-hmm.
I can still get on the leaderboard. This last round, however, needs to be
Are we recording, chat?
bloody good.
I know I'm recording
Fingers
because
crossed.
if I'm not
It's
recording,
like
I get a
rolling
wall of
that
Fs.
dice one more time, but we still need to land on a 1 in 20. But you never know. Here we go. No.
Funny, because this is almost spot on, the exact place that I was describing to him. You know, in Poland. Earlier today. It's almost the exact place. A few more birch trees. But let's take a look at where we got. Yeah, this one might be a little harder than Tom's. Huh, this one's tough. I'm really racking my brain here. I'm trying to see if I can figure this one out. Honestly, I feel like he got the better end of the stick here. Woo! That is a toughie. That is a toughie. I actually don't think we're in Mexico. Is that crazy or what? I don't think we are in Mexico. I feel like we're on a bordering United States state, to Mexico. But not in Mexico. Like this is where the movie, what's it called? What's the Coen Brothers film? Where did that Coen Brothers movie take place? No Country for Old Men. Yeah, I guess it could be. I mean, there's really nothing that says it can't be the south of San Diego or Arizona or Texas. I don't think. I couldn't tell you, actually. I genuinely couldn't tell you. Double wide, both sides. Pretty bustling straight way here. Highway. Freeway. I don't think we're Arizona. I don't think a big enough city connects. It could be something that connects to Tijuana, but there's not enough, I think, in San Diego for me to think this is that. Which leads me over to Texas. Maybe San Antonio. Double wide highway. I mean, that could be it. That very well could be it. I'm just going to go with it. I'm not worried about it too much. Pretty straight in this section. There is a mountain, I will say. Maybe more accurately, a hill in my southwest. Because we are headed south. So we are going towards Mexico. So I want to see on a map if there's any hills or mountains at all. I'm also not very good at seeing them on the map. Like there are some here, but that's a little too far south, I think. 'Cause I think we're in the America section. It's like when they fold the map onto itself is when there's a mountain. There are almost none. Sadly. There are almost none. Which makes me regret this a little bit. Big Bend National Park. Feels like a main road. Could be this. Is it double wide? No. I really liked that highway stretch. Maybe it's this or something, though. I don't know. I don't want to talk myself out of this, so I'm going to go here and check in on Tom.
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get
I guess let's switch it. Sorry. Maybe not South Texas then. Maybe we are in Mexico. It is double wide here and split. Sure. I think let's just go for the Mexico side. Maybe heading into Monterrey, and there are some mountains you can see here. You know, maybe I'm seeing this one in the distance. So let's just go there and go back.
Get it here, am I? I shall upload this video though, because this has been good fun.
Thank you, Dr. Doozy PhD.
And you never know.
The
that's the amazing thing about this game. You never know. I might get the most insane guess ever.
Your mom is Big Ben National Park.
Options. There's so many. I'm going to steer clear of Sweden and Finland, even though they are undoubtedly options, especially in the south.
Of course, yeah.
But I'm thinking of going more toward like these pine trees here. I think you get further south in places like Poland.
Poland, yeah.
So Poland is a strong option for me. It's quite flat as well, which would back that up. I've even seen these kind of trees in France. Could be Ukraine, could be, I mean, it could be a lot of places. You know, it really could be, you know, Hungary, for example, for all we know. Because there are big forests. If we're on this road here, we're in a big forest. Forests are forests, to be honest. They just look like forests.
If that
anyway,
is not the most facts being spit by a human.
Be Netherlands. I've just got to think for about 20 seconds because there's a lot at stake here.
I always like how he allots himself such limited time when the
okay,
reality of it
just going to go
is that he is the control. He can fast forward if he really wants. It's not. It's all right.
I might go for Lithuania.
We have no say.
Let's try and find a... Okay, we're heading slightly southeast. Can you imagine if I do the same again? This would be even more mental.
Yeah, if he binks it again.
I'm thinking like...
Think of the 3 gifted J.R. Duffy, man.
We're just in a forest, aren't we? We're just in a big old...
Forest.
And
you know what? Forests are forests.
Let's see here.
Thank you, Anrixis, for the
correlates. Differences here. We've got far lesser chance of it being correct. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. I'm going to go for it, guys.
Feels like you're pretty
it's been a good game.
North-south.
I don't think I'm in with a chance here, really. So let me just have a look at a Polish one. See, these... Oh, man.
Thank you, the 5 gifted Carno. Jesus, man, I appreciate that. It's a lot of money. Thank you.
I do. I want to go further south.
Oh, no, you're not going north-south. You're going almost exactly east-west is what I mean.
I want to go further south now. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's find one that adds up here. One that correlates. Let's find a big old forest in Poland. What about over here? It really doesn't matter. You know, we've got no chance. I'm dragging this out, really. But I feel like I deserve it.
Yeah, east-west. Because the compass is north-south, but this road lies perpendicular, so he's going east-west. Pretty one-to-one. So you're going east and west.
Okay, I'm going to go for this. Wish me luck.
I mean, like, the line you should look at should be flat across east and west for at least a portion. If you look at this compass, north is to your left, south is exactly to your right. So it's a straight line, which means this road should be flat east-west, which, you know. All right, let's see if we can beat him here.
Oh, man. Look at that. It was Poland. This is where we were.
In a forest.
On a junction, apparently. 244 miles away to the east. But it...
Let's take a look at me. Drum roll, please. Hold up, I have to set up my own drum roll effects. I was very close to Mexico City, so I should have been a little bit more gung-ho about my Mexico. But not bad, not bad. Outside of my total whiff, in fact, I've had two. Well, not two, really. I had one big whiff. And I did say Argentina during this whiff, which makes me feel a good lot better. Because if I hadn't even mentioned it and just went Arizona, I would have felt pretty bad. But that feels good. That feels good. I definitely think I can PB here. I think I can get a personal best. Let's just check in with Tom one more time and see how he feels.
It was
in his
Poland,
wrap-up thoughts.
which is something. I can be proud of that at least. I was warm. I just wasn't piping hot. What a great game that was. I haven't beat my record.
My PB is 17K.
There was one round, the last one, that was way off. You know, relatively speaking. That's a long distance there. But hang on, I don't remember this one. Oh, yeah, the Lithuania one was great. Let's just quickly go through these.
Tom, he's going to get the leaderboard one day. I just hope he gets the leaderboard before he goes on his trip to Scotland. Because I think he's going to come back from his trip to Scotland very rusty in the game. Then he's going to be down on himself. So I'm hoping he binks it before he goes. That way he doesn't have to worry about it when he gets back. You know what I mean?